Hey everybody, what's happening? Michael Beretta. Thank you so much for checking me out today. I am by the water. I am under the sun. Life is beautiful. I wanted to put this one out there because I have these conversations a lot, shocker, with people when we talk about pursuing your passion, following your bliss, doing something you love, even just finding deeper meaning in your life's work and life's play. When I have these conversations with people say, I don't even know what my passion is. I don't know what my creativity is. I don't know what my talent is. I don't know what my gifts are, right? What I can tell you is whatever it is that you are engaged in terms of like a career or whatever you're making your life's, work, it's probably not it, right? Like if you can't just sit back and say, well, I am doing it, at least you know that whatever it is you're doing is not it. And that's good. I mean, that's a very first step, right? You realize that this brings me something, and it might bring you comfort, right? It might bring you stability. It might bring you security, right? And those things are important. I understand, especially when you're talking about putting food on the table and getting food and all that kind of jazz. But in terms of really what makes you come alive, one of the reasons why you may not know is because all that comfort and all that stability and all that security is kind of taking away from your internal inspiration to really seek out what is it about me that I want to give back. And until you actually give yourself time and attention and space, and I talk about this all the time, what you're going to do is you're going to kind of get into that safety routine. And I'm not trying to knock that, all right? So step back, relax. I'm not knocking that, right? I understand the importance of being able to sustain yourself on the basics, right? With regard to, I need to be able to have shelter, I need to be able to have food. I get all of that, all right? But if you could first at least identify, if you could first come to terms with, this isn't it. I understand what this is bringing to me. I understand that this is allowing me to have a roof over my head and this is allowing me to put food on the table. But in terms of, is this waking me up every day and making me want to jump out of bed and just jump out and say, this is what I love, this is what I enjoy doing, this is what I want to do for the rest of my life? You having that conversation with yourself and then being real and saying, no, that's not it. That at least leaves that door of possibility wide open for you to walk through and still discover that. So this is something that people have a difficulty with because they get so attached to the comfort, all right? They get so attached to the security that you actually start to believe that is really your world, that's really who you are about. And if you choose to walk that path, rock it out. I mean, seriously, kill it. That's awesome. But also understand that if you can actually recognize my attachment is to the comfort, my attachment is to the security, then that should at least give you that optimism that, maybe if I actually spend some time with myself, I could really figure out what my gifts are. And maybe you kind of already have an idea of what your gifts and your passions are. You haven't really gone after it. And this is the other part, right? When you truly are connected to something, if you're truly in love with your life's work and your life's play, you don't talk about the effort needed to make it happen. You just do it, right? Even when those times where you're challenged, you just figure out how to get through it, all right? So what I want you to understand and what I want you to think about is you may not necessarily be doing your life's work. I don't care if you're 2, I don't care if you're 12, I don't care if you're 20, I don't care if you're 86, all right? But recognizing whatever it is that you are doing and recognizing what that's bringing to you, if you can sit there and say, it's not really my passion, it's not really my creativity, that leaves that door wide open for you to go discover what it is, all right? So spend some time with you. Give yourself some time, give yourself some space, give yourself some attention, all right? Find out what it is that you love. Don't talk about it, just go do it.